carried out in-depth primary research of real film trailers of a similar genre to the one that we wanted to do, which was kind of drama, crime and thriller all mixed all together. We looked at film trailers from Pulp Fiction, Taken and Law Abiding Citizen because we were sort of inspired and related to these products. We did a close analysis on each by looking at how they were constructed and how they evoked meaning through elements like mise-en-scene, soundtrack, editing and camera work. We adhered to the codes and conventions of editing techniques because we noticed sort of a common editing method used was fast shortcuts, which was a bit like a montage sequence. So from this we looked at sequences from Rocky VI, the training montage, and Odessa Step scene from Battleship Potemkin, the first piece of montage editing. We were inspired by the montage editing of previous works and wanted to incorporate something similar to this in our own project, as we felt it would successfully portray the genre and the plot as well as signifying the action element of the film. In a certain way, our project challenged the conventions of construction because we chose to portray the trailer in a non-chronological structure. This echoes our idea of montage editing sequence, and the non-linear fragmented structure presents the narrative and sort of turbulence of the plot as well as the protagonist. We adhered to the conventions of the sound in this genre, but also developed and challenged them. Our trailer begins with an eerie soundtrack, a track called Will to Survive by Cavendish Music, which fits to the conventions of the genre we chose. We selected this soundtrack as we found the trailers like Taken used similar background sounds that sort of made the audience feel slightly unsettled and kind of nervous. In this way, we followed the convention of sound in our piece. However, we also developed and perhaps even challenged this with the song that plays after this instrumental music. We chose a song by Macklemore called Can't Hold Us, which challenges the conventions of the genre. In this way, the narrative and the plot of the film is of a serious and almost personal nature. This somewhat contrasts with the upbeat mood of the song. This was meant to portray and reflect the action component of the film, which we successfully presented through this development and challenge of the codes and conventions of sound. Similar to some film trailers like Taken, our trailer begins with a slow pace, which is constructed through the instrumental music that plays at the beginning, and also slow cuts from one to another. The speed of the trailer increases with the upbeat song and faster cuts, which reflects the action component of the film and plot, which rightly for the trailer gives a preview for what is to come for the rest of the film. The text in between the shots of film not only break up and fragment the structure of the trailer, which could be perceived as the female protagonist's state of mind in a way that it's a distressing situation for her, but also the text elaborates the basis of the plot and perhaps even gives more meaning to the trailer. Text is incorporated into the majority of film trailers to aid the audience's comprehension of the plot of the film. And in this way we used and applied the conventions of text in our